right, welcome to the Patriot Hour for Friday, February 1st, folks. Gonna be an interesting week coming up after the weekend here. All right, we're gonna get through the weekend. We'll do it. We'll do it together. If you're not yet, I got something going on here. Hold on. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, comment, ring the bell if you're new. That way you don't miss on any alerts that we go live or just get out a new report like we're getting ready to go over here today. And simply ring that bell. I'm just gonna ask you, then you can set the alerts how to get your device. All right. Okay, so we got an interesting article here today from the Big League Politics. It's Cory Booker announces his run. The hashtag MeToo admitted sexual predator Cory Booker joins the presidential race. Now think about it, folks. This guy was one of the biggest mouthpiece against Kavanaugh, and then now you have him. And I was wishing that he would run. I was like, this guy should, do anything of the sorts. And he's already a sitting member of Congress or whatnot. So is it fair? I mean, should this guy, and what is his rebuttal going to be in front of CNN? This was a long time ago, not as long as Kavanaugh's. I mean, his goes 32 years back. Time doesn't matter, right? I think his was in the 80s or 90s. So he can yell the journalist was unfair. It's like, well, wasn't that journalist you? Because you wrote this piece on yourself. Call it an op-ed, self-damaging piece. You can't, I was a different person back then. I don't know what he can scream. This guy wrote his own hit piece, self-admitted. So will the FBI investigate his admitted sexual misconduct or misconducts? A heterosexual U.S. senator, so he's senator from New Jersey. I think I misquoted and said he was congressional, but he's So from New Jersey announced Friday morning that he will join the crowded 2020 Democratic presidential field. In America, we have a common pain, said a video posted to Twitter by Senator Cory Booker. But what we're lacking is a sense of common purpose. I grew up knowing that the only way we can make change is when people come together. I'm running for president. Join me on my journey. So the announcement was typical of a Democrat. The main message is this: America is a fundamental bad place and I will fix it. It is reminiscent of 8-year message of do-nothing President Barack Obama. Booker, has some problems of his own to contend with. Mainly, he admitted to sexual misconduct with a teenaged girl in an op-ed he wrote in Stanford University's newspaper. So it was an opinion-based, his own piece. There it is. So much for Stilling second. So, New Jersey senator who has been sharply critical of Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh wrote a 1992 column in which he bragged about groping a high school friend. As we fumbled upon the bed, I remember debating my next move as if it were a chess game, said Cory Spartacus Booker in the column. With the Top Gun slogan ringing in my head, I slowly reached for her breast. After having my hand pushed away once, I reached my mark. Booker admittedly ignored his female friend's rejection before moving forward in his column called So Much for Stilling Second. Apparently no means yes in Booker's mind. So Booker's column surfaced while he, playing the role of the male feminist, grilled Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh for unprovable allegations of sexual assault during Kavanaugh's September confirmation hearing. Booker enters an already crowded field, which includes Senators Kamala Harris, California, Democrat out of California, Elizabeth Warren from Massachusetts, Kristen Gillibrand from New York, Representative Tulsi Gabbard from Hawaii, former San Antonio Mayor Julian Castro. Among these other lesser-known candidates, former Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz has teased an independent run. So there you go, folks. What do you think of that? Cory Booker. Spartacus, I guess they call him. Yeah. I think he needs to go through at least some FBI grillings, and should be all public, and we should all get to, ask questions and see what he thinks. That would be interesting. Just real interesting. All right, some other headlines here. Roger Stone did nothing wrong t-shirts. State Department phone thief is an illegal alien with a past arrest and deportation. Pentagon confirms President Trump can build the wall without declaring national emergency. That's a good one. So this is about 15 hours ago. 10 United States Code 284, support for counter-drug activities and activities to counter transnational organized crime. So right there, I've been saying that, folks. How do you have a war on drugs for the last 60, 70 years and always ask for more money and keep telling us that they're in here worse than ever? People admit that, they're not coming over the wall in the areas. There is no wall. Because, we do know they have tunnels. So we have walls and barriers up in some places, and these cartels have had tunnels. Or they go over, or they fly over, or they come, like yesterday, they caught at the border. So we know the border checkpoint works a lot of times, and it's inefficient a lot of times. They don't catch everything. These people get better and better at how they put it in the wheels or mold it into the car. And we've gotten better with technology. But regardless, the bare minimum, you'd have to have that barrier, a wall, structure, something. All right. Finished up on this article here. Support for the counter-drug activities and activities to counter transnational organized crime. It allows President Donald Trump to direct the Secretary of Defense to secure the southern border with a wall. The Pentagon confirms it. Q has told us this for a long, long time. Section 10, United States Code 284, which authorizes President Trump to deploy the military to the southern border and to do a lot of other things. And for clarity, if you look it up, in the dictionary, the word fence and the word barrier includes walls of a variety of different materials. So having been said, it seems to me that 10 U.S.C. 284 can be used by the United States to direct the United States military to build the wall. Mo Brooks of Alabama, representative, asked Deputy Under Secretary of Defense for a policy. John Rudd. You are correct, said the Under Secretary of Defense for Policy, John Rudd. That use of the authority would authorize the Secretary of Defense to erect borders, roads, or barriers, roads, fencing, those types of materials to disrupt the drug smuggling. And you would think, see if I can't pull this up real quick, that you would, all right, hold on here. I got to get this copy. You guys can't hear it. No. This guy's got a lot of stuff, so I don't know where. Try this again. Sheesh. I don't know how to find this one. It's not giving me the link. Well, anyway, this guy for 2 minutes, it looks like he's talking about this 10 USC 284 permits. So everything I basically just read, you guys can check this out on your own if you can. I'm not Oh, okay. I got it.
Materials to disrupt drug smuggling.
I want to direct your attention to 10 United States Code 284, which authorizes President Trump to deploy the military to the southern border, to build fences, and to do a lot of other things. And for clarity, if you look it up in the dictionary, the word fence includes the word barrier, and the word barrier includes walls made of a variety of different materials. So that having been said, it seems to me that 10 U.S. Code 284 can be used by the President of the United States to direct the United States military to build a wall. Now, as of today, you've mentioned military forces along the southern border. Have any of them been deployed pursuant to 10 U.S.C. 284?
Congressman, I don't believe any of our forces have been deployed pursuant to 10 U.S.C. 284. You are correct, however, that use of authority would authorize the Secretary of Defense to erect barriers, roads, fencing, those type of materials to disrupt drug smuggling.
Does 10 U.S.C. 284, as you understand it, require the declaration of a national emergency before it is implemented?
No.
It does not.
No.
Has President Trump, to your knowledge, ever used 10 U.S.C. 284 to direct the military to build the wall that is necessary for border security?
No, not to my knowledge, Congressman.
If President Trump were to direct the Pentagon, the United States military, pursuant to 10 U.S.C. 284, to build such barriers as are necessary to secure our southern border from drug trafficking and international crime cartels, would the United States military obey that order?
If we judge it to be a lawful order, yes, sir. And I assume it would be.
Thank you. I appreciate your responses. And, Mr. Chairman, I yield back the remainder of my time.
There you go. So there you go, folks. This is about security and the Constitution and these people that take an oath. That is to, at all cost, protect its citizens that it swore to protect and defend this our Constitution. Things are real crazy lately. Everyone's turning it to everything else. And number one is, not that we don't care about humans and other people. Fixing this will fix a lot of things, and then we can focus on aid and helping, truly helping, because this isn't. These people that don't want anything are also protecting the way that these people get brought up here under. They're controlled. They're slaves. Lots of people hurting on all around that are just. It's not good for anybody. And we got to refuse to quit paying into these, war on drugs when they're not truly trying to stop it. It's going to be it's a forever war, like everything else. They want forever wars. War on homeless, they'll never fix it. War on drugs, they'll never fix it. And Trump does this war or, a national emergency on human trafficking, but he was never going to fix it. Well, it looks like we got a guy that's doing things the way it should be. So we can only keep watching and clap that it's happening. All right, I'm Mike. This is a Patriot Hour. God bless and Godspeed each and every one of you. Good things. I'm looking forward to next week. I'll be here again today, later, throughout the weekend, bringing videos. Anything that breaks, we're here to bring it. So make sure you're subscribed, like, share, and look around in the comment section. Some of the greatest people, patriots, part of this channel, other than leaving a comment. Drop a comment, of course. Take a look around and read some. They'll point you in the right directions. Other little links like this, just great things. I'll leave this link down below for the article and check it out. All right, we'll see you back here real soon.
No.
It does not.
No.
Has President Trump, to your knowledge, ever used 10 U.S.C. 284 to direct the military to build the wall that is necessary for border security? Pentagon, United States military, pursuant to 10 U.S.C. 284, to build such barriers as are necessary to secure our southern border from drug trafficking and international crime cartels. Would the United States military obey that order?
If we judge it to be a lawful order, yes, sir. And I assume it would be.
Thank you. I appreciate your responses.